Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. This is IMAX Sports with another football video, and today I am going over my Week 4 predictions for the NFL season. So, I haven't really been doing a lot of prediction videos. So, I did bunch of prediction videos months ago, where I was predicting every game before the season started. Now, I'm using those same predictions, but in this video, I'm going to be predicting all of the scores for all of the games this week. So, I know the Browns-Jets game already happened, the Broncos-Jets game. I did pick the Broncos. I know it's after the fact, but I did pick the Broncos, so that's one correct game for me. So the Broncos-Jets game, the score of that ended up being 37-28, in case anyone didn't know. But after that, we have the 1 o'clock games, the 4 o'clock games, Sunday night, and Monday Night Football, and then there's a postponed game. So I'm going to be getting to all of that and what my predictions are, so make sure to stay tuned. So first off, we have on Eastern time, we have 1 o'clock games. They could be noon, they could be 11, they could be 10 o'clock. Whatever time they normally are for your time zone, this is the first Sunday games is what I'm talking about here. So we have Saints versus Lions, Bucks versus Chargers, Bengals versus Jaguars, Texans versus Vikings, Seahawks versus Dolphins, Cowboys versus Broncos, Bears against the Colts, the Cardinals against the Panthers, and the Ravens against the football team. And so I went through, I took all my predictions from my predictions list, and then I assigned a score to that game depending on how I thought it would go. So Saints-Lions, 28-20 is a pretty solid guess, I think. I think that the Lions are going to make it interesting. I think it'll be a one-score game. I think that the Saints have a better team than the Lions, but I think that it will be close. I think the Lions have a good enough team to make it interesting. Bucks versus Chargers. I think the Chargers looked good against the Chiefs, but I don't know how good they can look for the rest of the season. I think that was a fluke, and I think that their defense is very strong, like I mentioned in my Power Rankings video. But my defense Power Rankings video. And the Buccaneers defense is also pretty strong. But I think both offenses are strong enough to do some damage in this game and have a pretty interesting, decent scoring game. For Bengals-Jaguars, I got 27-24. I think this is going to be a close game. I think it's going to be very close. I think that the Bengals and the Jaguars both have very bad teams. And I think that one of them has to win. And I think that if I'm picking one of these two teams to win, I'm picking the Bengals. The Jaguars have had some pretty high-scoring games. And so I almost put this 30-27 instead of 27-24. But I figured 27-24 is a little bit more accurate, considering the Bengals defense is okay. It's not good, it's okay. So 27-24, I think, is a pretty accurate prediction. Next we have Texans-Vikings, and I have that as 35-27. Not much to say there. I think the Texans have a better team than the Vikings. I think that both teams have had a solid, not solid, they've had a terrible start to the season. Both teams had an awful start, and I think they're both better than 0-3. I think that the Texans could potentially be 2-1 if they didn't play three of the best teams in the league, so I think that they should be able to take this Vikings team to town. 35-27. Seahawks versus Dolphins, I think, is the biggest mismatch of the week. 35-24 is my prediction. 37-24. I think the Dolphins have an okay team. I think the Seahawks have the best team in the league. Put those together, and you get a pretty big blowout. Cowboys-Browns, I have 30-24. Cowboys have a solid offense. The Browns have a solid defense. I think that 30 is about right for the Cowboys. I think that the Browns can keep it interesting. Well, the Browns are 2-1. The Cowboys are 1-2. I think the Cowboys have a better team, but the Browns can keep that interesting. Bears-Colts, I think the Bears will keep their winning streak alive. I actually have them 2-2 right now on my actual list, but I got a couple games wrong, so 21-20. I think that it'll be a close game. I actually think the Colts can win. My prediction now would be that the Colts would win, but my prediction on the sheet is the Bears, so I have to stick with it. Cardinals-Panthers is next, 35-24. That and the Ravens game should both be blowouts. I don't see the Panthers or the football team putting up any effort against the Ravens or the Cardinals. So those are my 1 o'clock game predictions. So for the Sunday afternoon games, we have Rams Giants, Chiefs Patriots, and Bills Raiders. For Rams Giants, I have 31-17. I think that the Giants are going to have a pretty pathetic showing. I think that it won't even be close. I think the Rams will blow them out. That's just what I think. Chiefs Patriots, I think, will be a very close game. I think it's just going to be just like the Seattle game. Very high scoring, very powerful offensive game. I have 38-35. I think that it probably will be a little bit lower scoring than that because the Chiefs and the Patriots both have very strong defenses. I think that 28-24 is very possible as well. But it's fun to be optimistic of fun games like 38-35. Like, it's more enjoyable to be really optimistic than to predict like a 17-20 game. And then Bills Raiders. I have the Bills winning in this game. The Raiders, I think, are going to drop to 2-2 after being 2-0, and I think that it'll be a pretty decent game. I think the Raiders will give the Bills a run for their money, but I think that in the end, we beat the Raiders. The Bills are undefeated. The Bills should beat the Raiders as well. Now for Chiefs Patriots, I really hope that I'm wrong. I really hope that we can go in there and beat Kansas City. I think that we have about a 30 or 40% chance. I'd say we have a 40% chance of beating Kansas City optimistically. That's why I have the margin of victory only 3 points. But I think Kansas City does have a better team than the Patriots. But I think that the Patriots could pull it together if we have the right stuff. If we have the right game plan and everything goes well, I think we can beat Kansas City. But we haven't been having the right game plan, and that's my issue with our team right now. Sunday Night Football. We have 49ers versus Eagles. The Eagles have been a big disappointment for most of the fans in the league. I expected them to be bad because I haven't thought that they're anything special ever. Super Bowl 52, they did go and win the Super Bowl. That was a little saddening. But since that Super Bowl, I haven't thought of the Eagles as anything special, and everyone else in the league has thought that they were the most amazing team ever. So if this is an unpopular opinion, I'm sorry, but the team is 0-2-1, and they tied the Bengals. So I don't expect them anything remarkable on Sunday. I think that the 49ers will carry this away, even without half of their starters. Monday Night Football is Packers-Falcons. I have the Packers at 41, the Falcons at 40. I think that the Falcons are going to be up 40-24 going into the fourth quarter, and then they're going to let up 17 points in the fourth quarter, and the Packers are going to win 41-40. That is my 100% solid, accurate prediction. I don't expect anything to be different from that prediction. I think that the Falcons are going to be up 40-24. Aaron Rodgers is going to go for 2 touchdowns and a field goal and win the game 41-40. And the Falcons are going to have their 4th given up win in whatever time frame, 4 games. They're going to have 4 give ups in 4 games because their defense can't play football with 1 minute on the clock. Last but not least, we have the postponed game. And I'm not sure if you all know, but this is postponed because the Tennessee Titans have had a COVID outbreak. So the virus has gotten into the Tennessee Titans locker room. There are 3 players and 5 other staff, I believe, that have gotten the coronavirus. They haven't disclosed any names, but this game has been postponed because of it. And so I think that whenever the game does happen, I think the Titans and Steelers will have a pretty strong showing. I think that I would predict the Steelers at this point in the season to win because they have had stronger showings in the first couple of games than the Titans have. But on my list, I have the Titans winning, so might as well make it a close, fun game, right? Decently high scoring, 1-point victory for the Titans, 28-27. I can see this being 27-14 or 24-14 in the fourth quarter and have the Titans come back. That's what they did against a couple of teams. They came back and won in high-scoring 30-30 games. So I can easily see this being 28-27 or even 27-30. So this is going to be a very fun game to watch, and I'm excited to see it when it happens. And I'm sorry that I don't have a face cam today. I have been trying to put as many videos out as I can. And I spent a lot of time on the design for the video, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't really feel like messing it up. I was like, I know I could put a face cam in here, but I think that the design looks pretty solid, and you can still hear what I'm saying. So, sorry there's no face cam. I'll probably have it in the next video, but hope you guys don't really mind. I hope that you guys are enjoying my content as well, because I started doing videos again this week. I hadn't been doing them for a while, but I came back to it, and this week has been gigantic. In 4 days, I've had 300 video views and seven new subscribers. So I'd like to thank you guys so much for all the support that I've gotten this week. I hope that I can continue to bring out good content that you guys want to see, because my videos have been doing better than they ever have. They've been getting more likes, and this is insane. So I'd like to thank you guys so much for all the support. And I really do want to bring good content. So if you guys have any video suggestions, make sure to let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.